Jesus Christ. I look very unprofessional.
It's fine, we can edit it. I will put in the back photo that I said I could edit it. So, the longest game we queued for today was for Final Fantasy 15, and we got that out of the way just because we figured with the rest of the weekend that it's going to be absolutely jam-packed, because it's the first time, it's an exclusive playable demo from Gamescom.
Yeah, it's the world premiere of the demo.
We both got to play it today. Obviously, it's the introduction to the game, so you're learning the very, I'm assuming, core aspects to it. I'm in the yay camp, and Laura's in the meh. I think we can both agree it's stunning. It's beautiful to look at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's no
doubt about it.
Gladios is my husband.
Right? I don't think your actual husband will like that.
No, he'll be fine. He'll understand. I suppose we kind of differed then when it kind of came to the gameplay. I fell out of love with Final Fantasy after Final Fantasy 13. Not a big fan of Lightning, not a big fan of the Lightning Return stuff. Just, there is something kind of nostalgic about it. I suppose maybe it's because when I was a kid playing Final Fantasy 7 for the first time, I didn't know what I was doing. And as an adult playing Final Fantasy 15, I didn't know what I was doing. Maybe that's what I fell in love with it for.
The thing is, I grew up playing Final Fantasy. And for me, the core of Final Fantasy has always been the story. You know, like, there's not that much gameplay to it. You press A, you fight the monsters, you cast fire, it's fine. But the story is what kept me playing.
And it's the fire monster.
Yeah. Based on the demo, we didn't get that much story. Like,
I got no story.
Yeah.
I loaded.
Yeah, you completely skipped the story part.
I had no idea what was happening.
And actually, we were shown the trailers beforehand. It
yeah,
like
that's why I skipped it.
The backstory was kind of told in a different release called Kingsglaive.
That's the movie, Kingsglaive, yeah.
Yeah. So it seems like they're packing all the story into that and then keeping very little of it in the actual game. Like, that could change. For all I know, the actual game is like 10 hours long because pure dialogue. Yeah, for now, not that impressed. In terms of gameplay though, I drew a lot of parallels with Final Fantasy 12. Like
Okay.
the hunt system, the battle system, like there's just a lot of kind of correlation between that. So I think if you like Final Fantasy 12, you should definitely at least look at 15.
The online game, I skipped that. 14 was just like, no.
Yeah, I was too poor to afford subscriptions.
Yeah, way too poor. But speaking of Final Fantasy 14, we both played it today in the battle. It was the battle arena, I think it was what they were casting it as. And I had a fantastic time, even though neither of us spoke a word of German. And the entire system, the entire control system was in German. And you were like, am I healing or am I DPS or am I tank?
We were trying desperately to like look through the options menu to see was there an English option.
There wasn't.
There wasn't.
No, and that's fair enough. But one of us actually managed to beat the boss with her team. I'm pretty sure she was carried, even though... Were you healing? No, you were DPS.
No, I was DPS.
Yeah, then you were carried.
Yeah, I carried, thank you.
Unfortunately... No, you didn't. Unfortunately, I was the healer for our team. I hadn't a clue what I was doing. So I didn't understand. I didn't know what the German for revive was, or Phoenix down was, so I could not bring anyone back to life. So when you died, or just a joke, we couldn't play Final Fantasy 14. Moving past Laura's humiliating victory, and we got to play the new map that's coming out for Overwatch, which is based in Germany. Do you want to try pronouncing it, or will I try pronouncing it?
It's Eisensamsing.
It's
Eisensamsing?
Eichenwalde. Eichenwalde.
Eisenwalde.
Eichenwalde.
Eichenwalde?
Eichenwalde.
Okay, we'll go with that.
That's probably wrong. I suppose it's kind of like a Germanic village / castle. Set in, surprisingly, Germany.
It looks like it's been completely destroyed by war.
Yes,
like there are bits of
war-torn.
lying around.
Yeah,
and
a lot of the buildings have been destroyed. The castle is in kind of ruins. A lot of the entrances are covered in rubble. So...
I'm still wondering what that corpse of payload was.
Oh, is that the one that you were stuck in the crotch of at the end and I was laughing at?
Yeah!
Okay.
You didn't even notice the actual
I thought it was Reinhardt. I was like,
Reinhardt was just like sitting down.
Why are you face down in Reinhardt's crotch at the end? I thought you killed him. The map itself, I went through it twice. Well, we both went through it twice because obviously you get 2 rounds attacking and defending. But I went through the whole Overwatch play twice. between the drop, I suppose the drop for the attacking team and the defense point for the defending team, it's very, very short.
Mm.
It's shorter than King's Row.
Gibraltar.
No, it's shorter than that. But it's a very condensed map. I think we can, because if you can get defense A and you're moving your objective, then it doesn't feel like it's that hard.
It's kind of deceptively small because there are so many corners, like
Yes.
you go in and out of
Yeah, there's a
buildings.
load of passageways.
Yeah. So it feels a lot bigger and a lot more sprawling than it actually is.
Outside of, let's say, those big hitters, we both had a chance to check out some new stuff.
Mm.
So I think you hit more things than I did. So what were your kind of standout ones?
Well, first thing I went to of the day was Bethesda had a press junket, and I thought maybe I'd get to play Dishonored 2. Didn't get to play Dishonored 2. It was more or less just a half an hour of here's a gameplay trailer and here's a woman speaking German.
Okay.
It was literally...
That's what I love from my press junkets.
But yeah, I did get to see some of the gameplay of that. It does look very, very fun. Like, it's keeping the same art style of the previous game, but they've massively upgraded the graphics. Like, holy hell, it looks so good. Then they jumped right into Prey afterwards. And I have literally heard nothing about Prey before today. Now I'm really looking forward to it. It looks like someone had mixed Half-Life with Dead Space. Because you're on this ship, you're stuck fighting all these shadow monsters that can apparently mimic any item on the ground. So you'll go like pick up a pistol and then find out the pistol actually wants to eat your face.
Okay.
And then there's the ability to also turn yourself into things. Like at one point during the gameplay they turned themselves into a grenade, bounced themselves up onto another ridge and then blew up a bunch of enemies at the top of it.
Okay. Sounds quite bizarre.
Well, I played Deus Ex Go, which is the mobile version of Deus Ex, and I got stuck on the third level. It's basically, they give you like a set track that you have to get across, and you have to like either stealth your way past the enemy or kill them. It seems like fun. If you're into puzzle games, maybe give it a go. As far as I know, it's not that much. It's on the App Store. Then I played Kingdom Hearts 2.8, which... See, I never got the chance to play...
Just released the third fucking game. Moving on from Kingdom Hearts 8. Kingdom Hearts 8, that's how long it feels like. 2.8 Prologue. You also got to check out Final Fantasy Worlds, which is the other Square Enix title that's available at Gamescom.
That is basically a really cute version of all of your Final Fantasies.
See, that just seemed like Kingdom Hearts without the Disney.
It really wasn't. It was more like... it was actually more like Pokemon, but with a lot of Final Fantasy nostalgia thrown in.
Okay.
Because basically you have to battle these monsters until they're low enough that you can capture them, and then you can use them to solve puzzles later in the game.
Yeah, the other thing that I got to play, and I got to attend because thanks to Bandai Namco, was a Tekken 7 presentation. Yeah, I dipped in and out of the Tekken games for the last few years. Tekken's always felt like a kind of a clunky brawler to me. I've never really kind of enjoyed...
For me, it was one of those games that you picked up for half an hour so you could yell at your brother for it.
Yeah. Or you played it at a house party because you couldn't find your copy of Street Fighter.
Or Mario Kart.
Or Mario Kart. So, yeah, no, Tekken 7 was... It does feel a lot more fluid. And in terms of story into gameplay, that seemed to be one of the big things they were pushing. That it's not just going to be, here's the story, now go fight. Here's the story, now fight some more. It's going to actually flow a lot better, which I really liked, and that was shown with a battle between Akuma and Heihachi. Akuma throws a fireball, Heihachi dodges it, and you're straight away into the combat. We haven't hit the VR stuff, we haven't hit the indie stuff. Ubisoft still has to be checked out. There is a huge... We haven't even looked at Xbox yet, and the bigwigs. We dabbled in a little Nintendo, we dabbled in a little PlayStation. I think tomorrow there'll be a little bit of Xbox.
There are 5 whole halls that we haven't even gone to yet.
Yeah, with games in them. So it's going to be huge. And this is only day 1, so... Laura, let's just go there. didn't get that message when we started playing.
Mhm.
And then the lady told us it was a co-op game.
I told you it was
And then
co-op
you told
game.
me it was a co-op game. And then the screen told me it was the co-op game. So I spent the entire game trying to kill Laura.
Yeah.